We all live in a disruptive environment with disruptive technologies in an ever-changing world.
And for project managers, there's a choice.
Two different philosophies. Do we plan, and then execute, the plan-driven community, or do we execute a little bit and then adapt, the agile community? What we're doing is coming together to find some common ground, to find a way to unite those groups.
PMI presents two essential publications, specifically tailored to help you choose the right approach for the right project. The PMBOK Guide 6th edition and the Agile Practice Guide encompassing both traditional and agile approaches.
Since the last edition of the PMBOK Guide was released, there's been an explosion in the use of agile or adaptive practices in project management. And so we aren't turning the PMBOK Guide into the Agile PMBOK Guide, but we have to address the full spectrum of project management.
This Agile Practice Guide, I think, will be useful for most people because it gives us that practical middle ground that we all have to deal with on projects every day.
Two publications that will empower you with the tools and knowledge to navigate in a way that encompasses both planning and adaptation, using the approach you determine is right for your project.
For each of the knowledge area chapters, each chapter now describes the key concepts of that knowledge area, and it describes specifically how you might modify that knowledge area in an agile or adaptive environment.
Organizations will learn from the guide that Agile is not about processes or methods. It's about how we actually interact and how we work. The shift that we need to make as an organization from a culture standpoint, how do we actually empower our people to do the best work? How do we make that shift from a leadership standpoint? And also how do we make that shift from a team standpoint?
Covering the entire project value delivery spectrum, both guides can be used separately or together to achieve project success.
I think you're going to like the 6th edition. You're empowered to make decisions based on what your project needs.
What organizations can learn from the APG or Agile Practice Guide is a common language, bridging terminology, is bridging sort of methodologies, all in a way that sort of makes sense to both parties.
We want to start collecting your feedback, and we want to incorporate that and evolve the guidance that fits your context.
Embrace the future with the PMBOK Guide 6th edition and the Agile Practice Guide, opening minds to multiple approaches for one goal.
We're all trying to get to the same destination. We all want successful projects.
The plan is a great framework, but the agile techniques of iterative and incremental development is of great advantage to address these disruptive technologies.